The girl accidentally opened her best guy friend's laptop and found it was full of her photos. That's when she remembered what happened that night. They had both been drinking. She passed out on the carpet and he lay down beside her. He had secretly liked her for years, but never knew how to say it. When she got cold, she instinctively leaned against him. At first, he wanted to push her away, but she only held him tighter. He stayed awake all night, and in the morning, staring at her face so close to his, he couldn't help wanting to brush her hair back. But she suddenly woke up. She felt so awkward she rushed to the bathroom. While brushing her teeth, she kept replaying what he'd just said. Turns out, 5 years ago, Jack had wanted to confess. But when he heard Sohee say she wanted them to be lifelong friends, he was too afraid to lose her, so he buried his feelings. So he worked as a little-known songwriter. This time her boss asked her to write lyrics about secret love. But no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't capture the feeling. So she asked Jack for help. "Do you even know what it's like to have a crush?" she teased. Jack answered, "A crush is painful. It's lonely, it's sad, but love is two people, and that's happiness." So he was stunned. She never imagined her best friend of 20 years understood unspoken love so well. She pressed him, asking if he had secretly liked someone abroad. Cornered, he just tossed out a random name. How could she know the person he had always liked was her? To speed up her writing, she asked him to stay at her place for 2 weeks, to be her assistant, but Jack flat out refused. Later, after Sohee had too much to drink, Jack offered to walk her home. On the way, she kept rambling about crushes. She just couldn't understand why it had to be sad. If you like someone, confess. If they like you back, you'll be together. Jack stayed quiet, watching her drunken rant. He gently took off his scarf and wrapped it around her. She encouraged him to be brave and confess. This time, Jack really wanted to try. He felt like fate was giving him a chance. If he missed it, he might regret it forever. The next morning, he knocked on her door. He treated her place like his own, cleaning up the mess, while all she had to do was feed him snacks. By the afternoon, Jack was cooking for her. Watching him in the kitchen, Sohee felt an overwhelming happiness. They toasted together. Soon after, Sohee got tipsy again and fell asleep on the carpet. She had no idea she clung to Jack the whole night. The next morning, when she woke up and realized it, the air was painfully awkward. They used breakfast as an excuse to break the tension, but it still felt strange. Later, Sohee sat down to write lyrics. Jack brought her fruit, and she put headphones on him, asking him to help spot weak lines in her song. That's when Jack said, "If loving someone means you can only touch them in secret, that's the saddest thing in the world." Hearing that, Sohee grabbed his hand and held it tight.